You're like, did you go out? It's always wire. You know, I talked about it at the top of the presentation of your juicy goodness, that thing, that flavor about you. What is that special thing? It really is your light. It's the thing that when you show up in the space, it just illuminates the room. Everybody has it. I want you to figure out what that is and really master it and flaunt it and polish it, because it's going to be that very thing, that light that helps you do Cookie-lee and be Cookie-lee with ease and grace. Why? Because it's already in you. You don't have to try to be anybody else or do anything special. It's already there. And we've talked a lot about this already, about people buying from people they like, know, and trust. And so I can tell you the best thing that you can do for this business and for yourself is to really discover what that light is. And just bring it with you all the time. And when you serve other people and you enrich other people's lives, you help them find their light. And you help them shine that light. And before you know it, everybody's light is shining. And we can sing Kumbaya. But really, the goal is to bring out the best in people. And that's another way to say it. Find the best in yourself and then bring out the best in other people. I want to share with you before we go that this is going to be another critical piece. How many of you have a dream team? Some of you have heard this before. Raise your hand if you have a dream team. Okay, so you're going to have a dream team after today. A dream team is basically a small group of people who you've said, I want you to go on this journey with me. I want you to help me realize my dream. This is where I am. This is where I want to go. And it shouldn't be more than 5 to 7 people that you like, know, and trust. People you trust saying, here's my dream. I trust you with it. You're going to help me. You're not going to steal it. You're not going to water it down. You're not going to talk me out of it, but you're going to hold it just like I hold it. And you're going to help me bring this dream to life. Okay? So if you don't have a dream team, you need one, because you'll get exhausted trying to do this all by yourself. You need people in your corner that when you're slacking off, they can say, you know, get up and do something. You need people in your corner who, you know, you haven't hosted a party in 6 weeks, 6 months, whatever the time frame is, who's going to say, hey, what are you doing with that dream of yours? Okay? So you're always going to need somebody who's going to hold you accountable. Find that person who will hold you accountable. That's team member number 1. Okay? Team member number 2 is someone who's kind of like your personal assistant, if you will. Someone who, when you're feeling down about yourself, they can cheer you up and tell you how great and wonderful you are so you can get back on track. Okay, that's somebody that you really got to trust. Then you need somebody who's kind of got a business edge, somebody who's already successful in business, because they already are there and they can help you get there. The other person you might need on your team is a visionary. Somebody who can see where you are and help you get to where you want to be. Okay? Those are probably the most critical people. Someone to hold you accountable, that personal person that you can connect to when you're feeling down. Someone who's going to see the vision and go on the journey with you. Okay? If you don't have a dream team, that's self-sabotage.
The second one is like assistant or personal assistant.
Kind of like the personal assistant, that person who can talk with you about, you know, personal things that you have going on.
I wrote down cheerleader.
Cheerleader, perfect. So, now I will tell you that when you start to really take this serious and believe that this is a business that you want to take forward, some people are going to fall off. And that's okay, because if they're weeds, they need to be pulled. I call it pulling weeds and planting seeds. Some people, believe it or not, want to see you have a hobby and work a full-time job that you hate. Some people don't want you to be successful. And so you have to really start looking at your inner circle and decide who is really for me? Who really wants me to have this? Who really wants me to live this dream? And I'm not telling you to go out and cancel friends, but just be mindful of who's really there to support you. Those are the people you want to give energy to, because they're going to feed you. They're going to fill your cup. When your cup gets empty, they're going to pour in instead of sucking the life out of you. And I know everybody in this room has somebody who tries to suck the life out of you, right? It's exhausting. But doesn't it feel refreshing when you have people who are constantly pouring into you? Those are people you want on your dream team. So, when you begin to develop your dream team, you may have to pull some weeds and plant some seeds. You may even have to up-level your circle of influence. I'll tell you just a quick story. When I really said, I'm taking this business serious, I don't have time to sit and gossip with you on the phone 3 days a week. I don't have time to just go and drink martinis just for no reason. You know, all the things, all the ways I was spending energy and not really getting anything done and being productive. When I stopped doing some of those things, people thought, well, who does she think she is? And these were people I loved and cared about. And I thought loved and cared about me. So you might see some shifts and some changes in people, and you have to really prepare yourself if you're really ready to deal with that. Associate yourself with like minds. And then when you get this team together, you've got to honor it and cultivate it. You can't just say, I want you on my team, and then you don't cultivate that team. Maybe you say, team members, one night a month, I'd love to get all you guys together so you can help me talk about my dream and what I can do. Reward your team members. Give them something nice. Say thank you. Show them that you appreciate them, because then they'll go the long haul with you. So at the end of the day, if I can leave you with the final couple thoughts, as I kind of started off the beginning of the presentation, if you help people get what they want out of life, you'll automatically get what you want. And I also believe that when you live, be, and work on purpose, your provisions will be met. So whatever it is that you're needing and wanting in your life, help enough people get that themselves. And make the shift from selling to serving. Learn how to get to yes. Learn how to show up. And if you want to show out while you're there, that's fine too. But at the end of the day, it's all about serving and not selling. And you may have to reposition yourself to be able to do that. It's not going to be an easy thing, but I have faith in each and every one of you that you will be able to do that. So, any final questions or comments? And before we do that, any thoughts on anything that's been shared? Lots of information, I know. Lots of information. But I hope that you found something that you can apply personally and professionally.
Show up in my own skin and be proud of it.
That's right. And you know what? When you do that, that's more than half the battle. That's going to make things so much more easy and give you so much more grace in everything that you do. When we can fully, truly embrace who we are without masks and just really, do that, that's powerful in itself.
Who you see is who I am. I just don't let her out. She's not comfortable out. She's the flower. She's the wallflower.
We're going to get her out of there because the world needs her out. When we get that little sample of her, that's refreshing. You need to know that.
I mean, I know that's her. I just happen to let her out. And it's baby steps.
That's right.
Peeking around the curtain.
That's right. Well, as I say, it's time to show up and show out and be the rock star in your own life. You can't help somebody else till we're fully showing up 100% as ourselves. Well, thank you for your time, ladies. I appreciate being here.
Thank you.
I sure can. This is delicious.